Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
I'm Glennon Doyle, author of Untamed and host of the podcast We Can Do Hard Things. Each week, we talk openly and honestly about the hard things in life together with you. So join us and some of our dearest friends and greatest heroes to talk about anxiety, boundaries, parenting, infidelity, our bodies, loving and losing, all of the things that make us human. Listen to and follow We Can Do Hard Things on Odyssey and everywhere you get your podcasts.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Pat Jeff on the way, getting ready for that Memorial Day barbecue with Ted, meat, and potatoes. First time for a few emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And one concerning our poll before we jump into the birthday emails, guys. Y'all, the variety of vegan meats and cheeses available at stores is amazing. I like to try everything new that comes out. Some are gross for sure. Plenty that actually taste great. Also, I can eat out most anywhere. I will on occasion have fresh mozzarella on pizza or eggs Florentine when going out to breakfast, but that's about as far as the animal products go. The one and only thing I miss is pan-seared scallops, but you can easily fake them using king oyster mushroom stocks. Been veganish since 1992. Love the show.
Veganish.
That from Trista. On to the birthdays. Ola Skinless Bangers. Today is my son Brady's second birthday. He's becoming such a little awesome dude. Was hoping the Disney characters could talk about his favorite Disney movie, Princess and the Frog and Moana.
Well, guys, Goofy has to admit he didn't see the Princess and the Frog, but that's fine. I was banned for reasons you don't need to know. But I sure did see that Moana at least 5,000 times in 2 days. And it wasn't bad the first time I saw it, but by 5,000, I was kind of over it.
I mean, if you really like Moana, one of the most expensive things we've ever done was get The Rock involved. So don't forget, for your 8th birthday, you're going to Disney World.
Rock on a LARP on. That was from Justin, a.k.a. The Dad. All the Cholos want to give a birthday shout out to my son, Jack. Love you, buddy, from Mom, Dad, and his sis, Kennedy. Can we get a little kid face sandwich and Coach Ted's encouragement about Coach Pitch Fastball?
Fish challenge!
Oh, yeah, the C League. Remember it well. And that's the thing. You get to move up. So you're starting at Coach's Pitch, C League, then you'll get up to B League, then eventually A League with the big dogs. Well, little leaguers, like 12-year-olds. Either way, Coach's Pitch is the way to go. And also, you get to look at the, 6-year-olds and be like, oh, are you guys still playing T-ball? You're in Coach's Pitch now.
Keep your eye on the ball, kid. All the Cholos, I want to wish a happy 25th birthday to my baby daddy, Jeff. He's a truck driver, listens to you guys religiously. Congrats, Jeff. You are now a quarter of a century old. So help him celebrate with the Leroy Jenkins and the Dirty Germans discussing how tasty sausage is. Love always, that from your baby mama, Emily.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Yeah, usually I'm the one serving up the sausage, but I think if you want to really know how tasty sausage is, you should ask Emily.
Yeah, sometimes it's the sausages. I grabs them, one in each hand. He eats them. Sausage.
Guys, it's my boyfriend Trent's 30th birthday today. I turned 30 right before him, and he gives me crap for those few days that I'm older. Now it's his turn. How about the Dirty Germans talking smack about finally turning 30? Thanks, guys, from Michelle.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with turning 30 years old. Here's this thing. You went through your 20s. Yeah, you had plenty of sexy time, but now you know what you like. More than that, you know how to do it.
Yeah, Trent, I think the most important thing is that Germany, we wouldn't look down on you for dating his grandma.
When I look down on you when you're on your knees and we are still standing.
Yeah, sausage.
All the Cholos, can you please have the captain and the Coach Ted give some words of encouragement to my man Justin on his birthday as he continues to go to countless physical therapy appointments for his broken leg. Thank you guys for all you do. That from Liesel.
Well, the old captain may have had a broken leg or two. One time I snapped my third leg, but that's a different conversation. for a different time. It's perfectly okay. You just lie on your back and make her do all the work. Or him, and sometimes it. Crunch berries.
Whew! Physical therapy. All right, here's the deal. Nobody's going to tell you this because you're trying to make improvements and get better and better. Physical therapy sucks, man. Your leg hurts. You're trying to get back to strength, but keep fighting. Keep fighting the good fight. I mean, look at Alex Smith. He almost died. He came back and played in the NFL. You can do this. Physical therapy, it does suck, but just get it done. We'll see you back out there.
And it's worth it.
Yeah, you right.
It
do
is
it.
worth it.
You don't want things growing back weird.
Hey, sexy ladies like the dirty, dirty, dirty Germans to wish Tiki a happy birthday. He's a badass auto tech that takes trannies out for a living. Rock on, bitches. That from Jameson.
Yeah, I take many trannies out for a living as well, and yet I don't even walk on cars.
Yeah, the only weird part is the mission.
Guys, birthday song for my boss, John. How about some dirty Germans? He's done 30 revolutions around the sun. Appreciate it.
Yeah, well, guess what we'll be doing tonight? We will celebrate your birthday the same way it was described. I am someone's son. You'll be doing 30 revolutions around me, too.
Yeah, this is John. There's so many questions. The main one is, though, am I the Arbuckle or are you?
Guys, my name is Tess. I was wondering if you could do a massive favor, do a birthday shout-out for my brother in Seattle. I live in Cleveland, Ohio. It'd be an awesome surprise. He listens to you guys all the time. The best older brother a gal could ask for. He turned 35 today. Kyle Q. Working hard on his birthday. Thank you, guys. That from Tessa. Give me your penis is too small. Probably knows that. Guys, I want to give a birthday shout-out to my best friend, Aaron. Aaron. Normally I would do something to make him laugh. However, this year is a lot different. Past year, he has been deployed. This has been extremely hard on him, his wife, and 4 children. However, this is his last week, so if you guys could talk about him coming home in the dirty German voice, that would be awesome. Thanks, guys, from Matt.
Yeah, I guess the feeling that after deployment, coming home will not be the only place you are coming.
Yeah. It's in the living room. It's the bedroom. It's the kitchen. It's the backyard. The funny thing is, though, the furniture's not that strong, so be careful.
In the Greek yogurt when you want to do a prank.
Yeah, it's so tangy.
Guys, today's my mom's birthday. I'd like for y'all to help her celebrate. How about that fish sandwich montage? She is turning 43 years old today. Thanks, guys, and rock on. That from Daniel.
Can I get
A filet of fish sandwich.
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich?
Do I get a fish sandwich?
With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I want a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon and at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich? Though you don't want a fish sandwich?
Hola, Michelos. It's my 45th today. I would love a shout-out to my wife, Kika, for making it special. She would love to hear a Leroy Jenkins and a Cut That Bitch Off next caller. Thanks, guys. That from Jason Too Tall.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
And Joel is wishing my beautiful lady Heather, pronounced Punch Bunny, a fabulous 50th birthday. Please give her an Pat Sajak. It's not Alex Trebek. I always get confused on that. And Captain Crunch telling her how to become his best first mate ever. Thanks, guys. That from the Lone Hippie.
She wants a D, and she's going to get one.
Oh, it's easy to climb aboard Captain Crunch's old ship. There's just one requirement. Only shave from the waist up. Crunch berries.
And finally, for the birthdays, Ola Micholos, first off, I gotta say, you guys are great. Miles is my favorite.
What?
No, he says Miles is a little questionable, but hey, can't be all winners, right? Ha ha, ha ha ha. This is my 53rd revolution around the gamma ray emitting thing here. If I could get a Here Comes the Dope Pusher, a bong hit, and an original Jimmy Jam fish sandwich, that would be swell. Thanks, guys. That from Adam.
Here comes the dope pusher. Do I get a fish sandwich?
Hi, guys. Here we go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you. BJ.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat. And potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Let's have it out.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. As we get close to this time of year, Memorial Day, it's the, is it the official or unofficial start of summer?
It's the unofficial start, because technically it starts like somewhere between June 19th and 22nd, right? But nobody cares. Once Memorial Day weekend gets here, like summertime.
Yeah, it's like school's out, ready to go.
They got 2 weeks. They got
Well,
counting back.
yeah.
I asked, hey, man, how much more school do you have? It's like 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, too, like, Memorial Day and Labor Day. Like, there's a 3-day weekend in the wintertime and stuff, but, like...
It's not the same.
It's not the same at all.
There's a paradigm shift. Memorial Day, you're like, all right, here we go. Sun's out, guns out. Labor Day, you're like, I'm going to ignore the approaching winter, but football season.
It's like the beginning and the end,
It is. Right, because Memorial Day, you're like, I can't wait for it to be hot. And then by Labor Day, you're like, can we get a 70-degree day?
How about some football?
Yeah, well, Labor Day weekend, football starts.
Sure.
Well, college football starts the week after the NFL starts. But you're right, this is the time to focus in on that grill. So basically, they took a poll here and asked the people, like, what are the top foods you want at a Memorial Day cookout? You want to start with mains? Or you want to talk sides?
Oh, let's go main, so I know what's the main course.
All right, number one, people said burgers.
Of course.
Now, we in here, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, I was just randomly asking, what do you think when you think cookout on Memorial Day? And we were saying, for some reason, 4th of July feels like hot dogs and hamburgers.
Right.
Very
More kids
standard.
involved, right?
Right. Whereas, like, Memorial Day, it's like, maybe you're sitting at your buddy's house and he's using a smoker.
No, you're right, man.
But hot dogs did come in second.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Now, after that, you got ribs.
See, that's what we're talking
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because there's not enough ribs to go around for a 4th of July picnic with all the people. But you got a handful of people, man, ribs are doable.
You know what's funny? I've eaten some good barbecue the last few weekends, but I rarely eat ribs.
Just had them the other night for dinner.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah, he was telling
Absolutely.
me.
Did you make them, or did you buy one of those packs you just warm up in the oven?
I made them. You cut that packet open, and then you heat it for like 20 minutes. Fantastic.
It should be noted, however, Miles was eating human ribs, so not necessarily something you want to try.
Get Lloyd's, or you get the fancy Jack Daniels one?
I got the Safeway generic brand.
Oh, all right.
Literature just fine.
Next on the list for mains, they say sausages or brats.
Mm-hmm.
Which...
I'm right there, man.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Sometimes, too, what I like doing, man, say you're cooking burgers, right? Mm-hmm. And you got some sausages on the side. Instead of eating them, just cook them, slice them up, and it's like a little appetizer before the burger comes out.
It's kind of like bacon.
Yeah.
And if it gets out of the oven first, it's a snack.
And if you want to go all in, there's nothing wrong with like some grilled onions and peppers on the side, too, with that.
True. But I feel like with bratwurst, it's more just mustard, maybe sauerkraut. But you're right. If I'm eating an Italian sausage... You got to have the onions and peppers.
Absolutely.
Plus, listen, I don't care what you're doing. Anytime you sweat onions in your house, put them in with some oil or some butter, your house will smell awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Next on the list was pulled pork and then brisket. Pulled pork and brisket, both awesome.
Yes.
If you're not living in the South or Texas, I don't know that you're taking all that time. Again, that's a barbecue. That's
right.
Labor intensive the night before. Whereas the grill, you fire it up, pop open those dogs, get them on there. All right, now side dishes. And this is really where the barbecue thrives. Like, the meat's good and everything, but somebody makes good baked beans. You're like, holy cow, those beans are awesome. First up, they said potato salad.
Yep, that's a standard.
Do you guys ever have the German potato salad?
Not a fan.
What is German potato salad?
It is with red potatoes and more of a speedy sauce based of...
Yeah, I prefer non-German potato salad. So I'll still eat it. Mm-hmm. It's like drinking a Rolling Rock. I don't like it, but I'm going to drink 8 of them.
And potato salad's one of the few things that's that weird yellow color that you'll eat.
Deviled eggs.
Right.
But it's an
I'll
egg.
eat those, yeah.
I mean...
Right, that's what I'm saying, though. Deviled eggs and potato salad, I think, are the only things that kind of color that you eat. Mm-hmm. Which is just mayonnaise and mustard together.
Yeah, I know. But, you'd never pick that color for clothing. You'd never pick that color to, paint your living room. You wouldn't pick that color for your food, but your food happens to be that color, and it's good.
Yeah, I mean, right. It almost looks like a loogie.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you. I'll be
Maybe I'll
sure
get
to remember that.
I'll get macaroni salad this time.
I'm skipping the potato salad this year.
Corn on the cob makes the list.
Absolutely.
I'm with you. You can't go wrong with sweet corn.
No.
And honestly, corn's one of those things, too, that is best in the summertime.
It is.
Agreed.
Baked beans are on there. Like I said, baked beans, that's one of those things I kind of forget about. Then every time you eat them, you're like, God dang it.
Somebody put some bacon in there or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Mix it up. I like butter beans in mine.
Watermelon.
Sure.
Which, I like watermelon all year round, but that is a summertime treat.
Mm-hmm.
And also, watermelon is a fruit. Like, some people might not eat a ton of fruit, but you still kind of eat watermelon.
I didn't realize there was like 9 different varieties of watermelon either, too. So
Have you seen the square ones?
No.
I want to say they're in Japan.
You
They
have to say
engineered
that-
them.
Huh.
Japan has square ones, and then they have jet black ones.
They do. I bought a yellow, or the inside was yellow once down at Pike Place Market.
Did it taste any different?
Not really. It was like a big quarter of it, and I was like, what is that? He's like, it's watermelon.
I'm in.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly how
Yeah,
it happened.
exactly. Give me.
Right. Chips are on the list. Coleslaw. Let me also remind people, if you're hosting the cookout, no matter the amount of people you have, get more chips.
Yes, this is true.
Because that's just one of those things, like, you'll put some on your plate, but also, like, maybe people are having an adult beverage or two.
They hover over them and eat them.
Yeah.
It makes some French onion dip.
Yeah, it's the least you could do.
Yeah, because if you're having chips, man, you got to have dip with it. Not by yourself at home when you're just eating the whole bag, but when other people are coming over, impress them that you have dip.
And sometimes, this wasn't me, but sometimes a couple of the bros show up and they've bought a variety of chips. And they get the ultimate compliment, like, good work on the chips. Mac and cheese makes the list. And then 1 out of 3 people said they would definitely eat salad if it was on the menu. Which I agree with. Like, if I went to a cookout and there was no salad, I'm not going to be like, where's the salad? But I feel like as I'm loading up this plate with hot dogs and hamburgers, potato salad, this and that, it's like, let me add one little scoop of salad.
This is the best time to do it because as the summer moves along, that salad that sits out on that table for a while got a shelf life of about 3 minutes.
Yeah, get it quick.
Exactly.
You're right, but yet we don't mind leaving the potato salad out all day.
No. Flies on it, the whole deal.
Yeah, you just brush them off.
And it should be cold.
You're right, you do. It just flies. Just wave your hand over it. Don't leave.
All right, so you're coming over. There's a cookout. What is the side dish you got to have there, Miles?
Ooh, I mean, the side dish, I would prefer deviled eggs.
Okay.
I'm right there with you. Like, I kind of expect the other stuff, right? Because the standard deviled eggs, they're outside of Easter, we can almost count on them like they're always a treat.
But I feel like deviled eggs, again, is almost like an appetizer at the cookout.
It is. That's exactly right. And whenever I go to a restaurant, I see they have it as an appetizer, I'm like, give me 2 deviled eggs.
Right. Whereas I feel like a side dish is like potato salad. Or,
and also associated with a barbecue. So to me,
That's
it's
true.
like outdoor food. But like, just deviled eggs is outdoor food for some reason.
I think for me, like, I like having beans around. Because then you got all those chips. Maybe there's not a dip. You know what just turned into a dip? The beans.
Why is there a potato chip in my beans? It's all smushy and soggy.
All right. Also, we have some science on the perfect burger.
All right.
I don't really agree with this, to be honest with you. But they're saying America's favorite burger toppings are cheese, bacon, lettuce, raw onions, tomatoes in 5th place.
All right.
No mention of the pickle. I
That
honestly,
surprises me.
yeah, I like pickles on a burger. Couldn't stand them as a child. Love them now. Get more pickles on there. 46% of us say their perfect burger would have ketchup. 43% said it should have some mayo. Fewer people like mustard. Favorite types of cheese. A third said American goes best on a burger.
So more people want mayonnaise than mustard on the burger, huh? That surprises me.
I think most important from the taste palette is the fact that you bite into that bacon and cheese and burger first, and then, you're...
Get to the meat.
Yeah, get to the meat first, and then your roughage is on the bottom of the burger. I think that's important. So the onions down below, the lettuce and tomato are down below if you like it that way. Kind of like the way that Whataburger does it or In-N-Out. I just like that style with all of it on the bottom.
Yeah, you're right. The thing that surprised me about this, sesame seed bun came in first.
I'm going brioche.
I'm with you. I had a burger last week on brioche.
Potato roll, something.
Yeah, brioche is the best.
Yes. Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW. Yeah! You're in the men's room.
Coming up in minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, quick check in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, apparently the pandemic has caused a shortage of porta potties.
I read that.
What's the connection?
A lot of people are doing construction, so a lot of them are being individually used for construction.
Sure.
But a lot of the main places who need porta potties, there's kind of a shortage of them, but they're the first in line because they have been using the service for a number of years.
Right.
Gotcha. So as far as the extras go, they really don't have them. I read in some location they're like trying to emergency ship like 35 to 50 of them in for something.
Nothing good is happening when you say we need an emergency shipment of porta potties.
Right.
Yeah.
Get 'em in.
Like, a lot of places won't let you in as far as just the business itself. They have been putting a porta potty outside.
Sure.
It's like a gas station. They don't have a bathroom inside that you can use, but they're putting one outside for their customers because there's so many other areas where you can't get into maybe a Starbucks.
Sure.
You can't walk into a McDonald's in certain locations, so you still need to use the bathroom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alrighty. A 2-year-old girl just became the youngest American member of Mensa after recording an IQ of 146.
It's amazing that you can test a 2-year-old on that level just to know.
That's exactly
like,
what I was
questions
thinking.
Do you ask? Like Peppa the Pig questions?
Right?
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Or is this kind of like a Scantron fill in the bubble and maybe she just shot right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the parents said basically like she just picked up stuff really, really quick.
Sure.
Right? So
You'd think you'd have
faster
to,
than
then.
most kids. Then they decided to get her tested because like friends were like, dude, your kid is a little ahead of the curve. You know what I mean? Just her memory. So naming the colors, all the letters, starting to read and all this stuff at like 18 months. But I mean, doing it pretty sophisticated. And so, yeah, I don't know how you test her or if they have a different test for that day. But either way, yeah, she scored a 146.
Right. I was about to say it's got to be a different test because it's not like she's going to get U.S. history completely down or she's going to do advanced mathematics at
not until next year.
Right. But definitely for her age group, you know.
You're smart for a 2-year-old.
Kids are already pretty intelligent, but you know when you got a smart kid.
Right.
Sure. You know, you meet him like, you tell your parents like, he is. That kid's
So
smart.
what that means is if you know when you have a smart kid, that means you know when you don't.
Right.
Pretty much.
If you don't know that you have a smart kid,
you don't.
Chances are. Oh, man. Colorado is joining Ohio in making $1 million vaccine lottery.
It worked in Ohio.
Sure.
They just announced, I think, 3 winners last night.
Oh, no kidding.
All got $1 million.
All right.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. A woman found out about her husband's extramarital affairs after she saw the birth announcement in the local paper, including his name with another woman.
That'll do it.
Damn.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know people read the paper.
What, birth announcements?
Right. Well,
Even
look,
if you put it,
any of it.
I can't imagine just randomly reading through birth announcements if I don't fully expect, someone I know.
Yes, this person worked in the healthcare system. So she was a nurse, the wife. So
gotcha.
there's like a email flyer that goes out on all the births at all the local hospitals, all the things that happen.
Okay,
If anything
all right,
gets
all right.
promoted within the industry or...
But she did read it from the paper is the weird thing. Like, I would understand that, but...
I think the equivalent of saying, like, we read it in Radio Ink.
Yeah.
It's not really the paper. It's
it
our trade
applies to her.
magazine.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So,
why would he have his name in there?
Because he's the father.
Yeah, but why would he agree?
Right, but if I have a mistress and she's having a baby, like I think I might be like, hey,
maybe keep
you
my
can't
name out
do
of that.
The Ted Jones.
There you go. The Ted Jones.
not unusual.
Someone in Britain called police to complain that a neighbor sent a ghost into their home to haunt them.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I would admit to that if I went to court. Like, I sure did.
Right. You know what?
I got a ghost, and
Yes, I
I
did.
sent it. I bribed them with roast. Like, yeah.
Tell me what the punishment is. Show me the law that says I can't send a ghost into your home to haunt you.
I will apologize. Sure.
Yeah, or prove it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. A new study looked at different markets in the U.S. and found that the best place for summer jobs is... Give me a ballpark. What do you think? Best place for summer jobs?
You talking about states or just general?
This is cities, so it's a general market. It's major cities there.
San Diego, Miami.
And it's got to be by the water, right?
Seattle had the highest population growth of any major city in the United States last year, believe it or not. So I'll say Seattle.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Number one for summer jobs. The worst, what do you think?
Buffalo, New York.
You're very close. New York City.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't get a summer job in New York City.
Well, it's not like a seasonal town.
Right.
Yeah, so like nothing new is going to open up because it's summer.
See, what shocks me is that why would you get a summer job in Scottsdale? Like, you know what? I'm going to head on down to Scottsdale. I'm a sunbird, so I'm going to head on down to Scottsdale, Arizona.
Because I'm 19 years old and the chicks are hot. The same reason you work as a lifeguard, say, in Ocean City.
Right. Or like, there's resorts and stuff that like the pool bars might not be fully, like summertime. They're packed. Everybody's there. You need more servers.
It's hot as hell down there in Arizona.
It is.
It is. But people go.
That's fair. A man in South Carolina drunk texted an aquarium a bunch of questions about marine life, and they did respond, answering all of them.
Mm-hmm. I read that, yeah. The aquarium's like, well, they weren't bad. He was obviously drunk, but they weren't bad questions.
They were not.
Right.
What I like about it is the next day he wakes up, realizes what he's done. He sends an apology to him. They're like, dude, no worries. You didn't say anything bad. You just asked a lot of questions.
Was he being facetious and insulting, though? Like, hey,
No.
how long can whales hold their breath?
No. Yeah, I mean, some
legitimate question.
Why do seahorses always grab things with their tail?
Gotcha.
And they responded, said the reason seahorses grab things, and I did not know this.
They don't have
drunk man
hands.
asked. They don't have hands, but they're not very good swimmers because they swim vertically, so they are at the mercy of currents all the time.
So they try to latch onto something to hold on.
Not to mention, you see their wings, they can't do a doggone thing with those things, man. Their fins, I call them wings.
They're dorsal
those little things.
Yeah. You think that they're doing anything with that? Yeah.
They look like little silos.
They ain't doing a doggone.
I gotta grab onto something, bitches. Otherwise, I'll be torn away in the current.
Oh, dear. There's a company called Twinkle Tush.
Is that a sparkly buttocks?
Close. It sells a jewel that you can put on your cat to cover their butt.
Oh.
Well, what if he has to poop?
If they squat, so it's like a necklace, right?
Right. It's
If
just
you
a
lean
pendant.
forward with your necklace, it'll swing forward. So if
Yeah.
your cat has to poop, it'll swing out of the way. But they showed pictures of this thing, and it's just a big fake jewel, right? But when it hangs in the back, you can't see your cat's butthole. And apparently, this is a big enough problem that somebody is entertained.
But I feel like that's drawing attention to the cat's butthole.
Thank you.
But you can't see it. It's like wearing pasties, right? If a woman's wearing pasties, it draws attention to your nipples, but I can't see your nipples, so does it? Now you're just looking at the cat's ass.
But generally, I don't look at the cat's butt.
Right.
But now that you got a jewel down there, I'm looking at it.
Right. Because they can get intricate. I've seen, maybe not Twinkle Tush is what I've seen, but I've seen, they put like blues or reds or purples, like legit jewels, like pendants that are just covering the old button there, and I just how does it not draw the eye, man?
I know.
Cats have butts, okay? It is what it is. I'm sorry that they walk around with their tails up. Cats
They want
have
you to
butts.
see.
That's right. Get over it. Goodness gracious. Apparently, we're less likely to see a doctor if the reason behind the visit makes us feel old.
I feel
Don't have a
exactly
choice.
different.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's more urgent.
I really do. Like, in my 20s, I don't want to go to the doctor because I'm immortal. And I'm thought, whatever. Now that I'm getting older, I'm like, I'm going to the doctor.
Right. No, I can feel it. I just turned 30, but if I have to go because I've got some back issues or maybe my hip hurts or I don't know, I can't drink like I used to. No, that's the young me going out the window.
Yeah, that is basically it.
So,
Yeah, and like, you're right. When you're younger, you're invincible, but as you get older, too, like, you can not see it, but you fathom a little more.
Mortality.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm going to go to the doctor and get everything straight.
And it feels more physiological. In my 20s, like, I had to physically see what was wrong with me to agree to go see the doctor. Now you can wake up and be like, there's just something wrong.
I know me. I can physically see what's going wrong with me, and I still won't go to the doctor. My fiance has complained to me several times. Go get that thing checked out. It's fine. It hasn't hurt me in the last 15
What's the
years.
thing?
I'll show you the thing off the air.
Wait, where is the
You have a thing?
I don't want
I
to
have
see
a thing.
it. I don't want to see it.
Well, you can't see it. You have to feel it, and it's going to get weird.
No, I don't want to touch
I'll
your
touch
weird
it.
thing.
It's here on my side. See, where's he at? I call him Doug. Hang on.
Doug?
Doug.
When you have something long enough,
Oh,
you name
shoot.
it.
Did he go away? I've been losing weight. He might have gone away.
Doug's
There he
gone.
is. Yep, there it is. It's just it's a cyst. It's just a little fatty cyst that's in my stomach there. But get it checked out because it could be dangerous. Yeah, it could. Well, then also hell could freeze over. So
Mine's going to die.
Damn.
Mike, no.
Yeah.
Doctor, no.
ain't
Let's go back in time when Mike just thought it was a cyst.
It's just the flu. A recent survey asked 1,000 kids between 6 and 16 which rules they'd like to implement at dinner, and it ended up being a list of rules that they'd like to get rid of.
Of course.
So I have the top 10 for you. So think back to your days of childhood, all the way back in the 1800s of childhood. What rules that you had at the dinner table that you would like to have gotten rid of when you were younger, that you might have gotten rid of after you moved out?
That I have to finish all the food on my plate.
Okay.
I didn't ask for spinach.
Oh, then you have to ask to be excused from the table.
Have to be excused. Ted, any rules there that you had at the old Smith dinner table that you didn't want there anymore?
The one I'm still bad at is about elbows on the table.
Elbows on the table. These are the top 10 rules that kids would like to get rid of at dinner. Number 10, they want silverware to be optional so that you can eat anything with their hands.
No.
Yes, that's not happening.
Right.
I go, this is my daughter all the time. Like, it's a salad. Pick up the fork, man. You know what I mean? It's goddamn ridiculous.
Is that really that massive of an issue? Like, I get it, chicken nuggets
With
and, like,
her.
burgers and stuff.
With her, it is.
Just has to eat everything
It
with her
can be
hands.
pasta, it can be a salad. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you, man?
I don't think there's anything wrong with teaching basic table manners, because in life you're going to be in situations where you need to have those.
That's it. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. So
Right.
you're not a disgrace.
When you go to someone else's house, you don't embarrass me as a parent.
Right. Somebody's going to take her out on a date, man, and she's just going to dive in.
Eat that salad
Gonna
with her
take her to
hands.
Olive Garden. She's just going to go nuts.
I can only date people once. Like, babe, I'm telling you, it's not your personality. It's not your looks. It's not your sense of humor. It's not what you're interested in. Stop eating goddamn salad with your hands.
Dinner should not
That's
require
what it
a
is,
wet
man.
wipe every time.
It'd definitely be an online thread.
Oh,
is this
man.
weird?
Top 10 rules kids would like to implement at dinner. Number 9, phones are allowed at the table. No, absolutely not. My cousin, when he got his phone, he was terrible at it.
And adults.
Yes.
Yeah, adults do. That's the thing. Like, just no.
That's across the board.
Right. Let's have a conversation. Let's you and I talk about what you're looking at there on your phone for a while instead of fear of missing out. Don't worry, it'll wait there for you.
You're not
good.
missing anything. The planet is pretty equally stupid every day.
Right.
Right? Which version of dumb do you want to miss out on? It's fine.
Number 8, you can have dessert at any point, not just after the meal.
Now, look, as an adult, sure.
Yeah, that's a fun way to go
Look,
about
it's
it.
one of those things where, as an adult, I'm an absolute hypocrite with that. Like, no, guy, because you want to teach them the right thing.
Yeah.
But also, when you get older, I know goddamn well you'll be sneaking your sweets, and it's fine.
Sure.
So if you're going to do it, just make sure I don't see it. This is how the game is played.
I do the same thing. They said appetizers come last. I'd be like, no, they don't. No, they don't.
They come with the meal anymore, man. You want an appetizer? Sure. Okay, well, here's this and your sandwich. Well, doggone it.
I know.
You have to tell them that, actually.
Really?
You shouldn't have to.
I know.
You're in a
I
restaurant
know.
with your
you
wait-
call it a starter.
Yes, but the food seems to come out altogether anymore.
does.
So I always say, like, hey, could you just hold off on the steak until finish the appetizer?
It shouldn't, though.
I know it
That's what an
shouldn't.
appetizer is. It happened to us, but they had just forgot to put it
That was
in.
a mistake. I
Yeah.
wasn't talking about that.
Understood.
Because one of the appetizers came out, and then, it
Right.
showed
Yeah,
up.
the appetizers did come out on time. Just the other one just got forgotten about and left behind or whatever it was.
I will
but-
say it depends where you are in the country about how that flows. They do a pretty lousy job here, but in a lot of other, if you order an appetizer, like, your food doesn't show up until you're done with the appetizer. And trust me, as soon as you're done, your food will show up hot. But I mean, that's up to the kitchen
timing
to be
issue.
good. Yeah, be good at your job.
Still love those freckles, though.
I know. We had to get them.
Top 10 rules kids would like to implement at dinner. Number 7, they can play their music if they want to.
No.
As long as it's not something completely nails on a
No.
chalkboard grating. All right, but if your kid wants to play Red Hot Chili Peppers, you going to put it on?
No.
Oh, okay.
You wait until after goddamn dinner and put it on.
That time is there to kind of just be able to have one-on-ones with your kids. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. So they don't get that, and I realize these are why they want these requests.
Sure.
But it's your time to ask them how their day was, how school was, how to get to know your kids and have one-on-one conversation.
And here's the difference. As an adult, we understand what we're doing. As kids, you're not going to appreciate all of this. Like,
No.
talk to me until I die.
Right.
And I know this.
but until you're a parent.
Right.
I'm going to force you to enjoy this so that when I die, you can remember
We never
it.
had music on. That
Yeah.
seems odd to begin with. But I'm like, if there's music on.
If it's already on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
whatever.
it seems odd to have it on during dinner, but if it's on, do people always sit down? I feel like we only did it like once or twice a week, like Sunday.
Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot of sit down at the table. We did it a couple
Not
times.
much.
but
Every
not
night
much.
for dinner, yeah.
I feel like we float around the kitchen island now.
Yeah.
You know, the table's there, and that's where they do their art project. It's not a dining room table, it is an art project table. And then the island in the kitchen is technically the dining room table.
When I was growing up, we were in our house in Enumclaw, and there was actually 2 separate areas for people to eat. The kids ate at the island table over there, and Mom and Dad went over in the living room and ate.
How old were you when you got to that point? Because at that point, they're sick of listening to you.
Yeah, let's see. We moved into that house, and I was 5, 6 years old, and then we didn't start eating all together in the living room until 12.
Yeah, that's about right.
It was a long period there. We just kind of did our own thing in there. Top rules kids would like to implement at dinner number 6. Everyone gets to choose what they want to eat, so separate dinners.
They're not cooking. It's just a fantasy world thinking that you're a restaurant. And
I have no problem with that if I have time to do it. Like, what do you want for dinner? It's like going to a restaurant, right? Like, you don't have to eat what. To me, you don't have to eat what I'm eating. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
My daughter's not a fan of meat. Not for any reason. She just does not generally like it.
All right.
So I'm making a steak. I know you don't want a steak. Right. What do you want? And oddly enough, 99% of the time, pasta and salad. Use the goddamn fork. That's all.
That's all I ask.
That is all I ask.
Top 10 rules kids would like to implement at dinner number 5. You can eat dinner in your pajamas.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like the pandemic kind of changed that.
Yeah, as long as you're there.
We never actually had to dress up for dinner.
You can dress up as a dragon. I don't care.
Just eat.
Have dinner with a dragon. Number 4, you can have whatever you want to drink, including soda. We did have to ask for soda.
I'm fine. At dinner, it's like, I get it.
And if it was late enough, then we couldn't do it. We didn't do the chocolate milk because we didn't want chocolate that late. We would stay up with the sugar high and all that stuff.
Did you guys ever do 2 liters?
We did get into the 2 liters a little bit later on. We were trying to save a little extra cash.
Yeah, we always had 2 liters, and then eventually the cup would overflow. So then it became a rule that the kids couldn't pour their own soda.
Yeah. Top 10 rules kids would like to implement at dinner number 3. They get to choose how much food goes onto their plate.
Nope.
My dad had a rule growing up that his grandpa had put down that was you can take as much as you want, eat all you take.
That's fair. That is fair. Whatever's on your plate, please just eat it.
That led to some bad eating habits. Number 2, you can eat in the front of the TV if you want to. Again, that was never an issue in my household because we turned on the TV and that was our family time. We had our we watched Friends, we watched Frasier, we watched Big Bang Theory, we watched all the sitcoms that were on. We watched Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, all this stuff. So that was our bonding moment, was just watching all these shows together.
Then that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And this is the number 1 rule that kids would like to implement at dinner. Are you ready? You nailed it, Miles. You can leave the table and don't have to wait until everyone else is done. They also said dinner should last no more than 30 minutes.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, that's about the limit, dude.
Patience level of
that's right.
And your patience level starts to go away, too.
Yeah, just go.
A British woman is telling all about her happily ever after with her new man, and I'll tell you why anyone cares 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This at 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.